Hey, City Light here, bringing you another video. Today I plan to install sway bar end links from Baja Ron. So stay tuned. I'm going to call out C to come and give me some assistance, and we'll get this thing started. Thank you for tuning in today. Look at this, y'all. I don't know what's wrong with Mr. Dragonfly. Look at that. Must not be feeling too well.
I'm missing a hook, mystery and hook.
Keeps hanging around. I mean, I know it looks like it's some kin to you, but come on, Mr. Dragonfly. You got to go. Get back out there in that sunshine. I know it's hot, but it can't be too hot for you, can it? Yeah. All right. Say bye-bye. Okay, I'm about to get this job started. And I'm just making some observations before I uninstall anything. So I'm sitting here on the, I guess you would say if you're sitting in the seat of the Ryker, you're on the left-hand side. That's where this bar end link is. And I'm observing how the bolts are in going that way. The pointy part of the bolt is pointing more towards the engine side, which that actually looks correct. So I don't have any qualms with that. But if I walk on over to the other side of the motorcycle and I take a look at the other bar end link, you can observe that you see the bolts are pointing out on the wrong side, or at least I think they may be on the wrong side. To me, it seems like they should be pointed in the other direction and not poking out like this. Like this should be on the other side of the bar end link. So this has not been touched since I've purchased it from the dealership. So let me know in the comments below if it's supposed to be this way. I do not feel it should be. It doesn't look good at all, for one thing. And it doesn't look like if the bolts were the other way that they're going to hit the motorcycle. If that turns out to be the case, then I'll put them as they were originally. But just let me know in the comments if this is just the wrong kind of work done by the technician, or if it does need to be this way. All right. Thank you. Okay, what you're going to need is a 10mm socket, and then also a 10mm wrench, socket wrench. It's open on one end, closed on the other. So what we're trying to do is get both of these, get the old links out. Just be careful when you're uninstalling. Really kind of, I don't have anything shorter. So if this thing was shorter where I could just do more rotation than hitting the A-arms, it'd be perfect. Okay, I went back to the toolbox and see if I could find something with a smaller arm so I could do what I hate to hit the A-arm, so this is working at least on the top side. When I get to the bottom bolt, it's probably going to hit again just a little bit, but not as much as it was. So all right, that one's, the top one's loose. So now I'm going to go to do the bottom one. You can see we tried for the other side. As you see in the video, I've put painter's tape on the A-arms where the socket is hitting. And it's a tight space. I do not have my motorcycle any ramps or anything like that. Strictly working in the garage, sitting on a bean bag. Now what I will say, we have the Baja Ron bar end links, and I put a question out in some of the Ryker forums on Facebook, you know, asking what their opinion was of the best bar end links. And a lot of people were saying Baja Ron. Then some people were saying Spotter Accessories. So essentially I got the Baja Rons. They were less expensive. So I got those, but I did notice that, for example, if you order the ones on slingmods.com, I think they give you, and I think those are done by Spotter Accessories. So I got the bar end links from Baja Ron, and then you get the spacers. You get 8 spacers. But what I did notice that I saw in some of the other videos is that they come with a little metal piece that fits inside the spacer and the bar end link. It just helps you seat the bar end link better when you have to put those spacers on the inside. And Baja Ron's does not come with that, so I kind of makeshift my own. I found a drinking straw, kind of cut it to this size right here, and hopefully you'll see how I put that in there when I try to get the bar end link. I saw this on, somebody posted a little hack for this, a guy over there in the UK, and I said, well, that's very handy, because I did see some other people struggling with trying to get those spacers between on the outside of the bar end link and then try to put it in there. So we're going to give that a try, and hopefully I'm not going to be struggling as much. We'll see how that goes. So you're going to use the original equipment screws right here, and the bolt that goes on the back, and taking the old one out. I'm going to turn mine so I can see the word Baja Ron on the outside. And so what you want to do, basically, if you don't have a straw, you don't have to, but what you're going to end up doing is putting spacer on this side and the other side, and then lining the bolt up right here when you push it in. But again, I saw this guy, he put the straw there, and then he put the spacers, one on each side here. So I'm going to put the spacer there. Hopefully it'll fit. I don't even know. Yeah. Alright. Put the spacer there. Straws in the middle. Put the spacer on the other side, which I don't seem to have right now. Got it between the bar. Now I gotta try to line it up and see if it'll work where. Yep. Alright, see right there? Now on the other side, it's poking out the little red straw. Now on the other side, it's poking out the little red straw as I push in the bolt. Alright. And on the top, see how we're gonna get that. These are what the spacers look like. You get a total of 8. Taking the OE bolt. Alright, putting it. Put one on this side of the bolt. And then of course on the back side, slightly pushing the bolt through a little bit. And then want to put in the sway bar part. And then I'm gonna put the bolt on the sway bar. I'm putting the bolt on the top part of the bar end link, which goes through the sway bar. I'm gonna screw them down, and Baja Ron comes with a piece of paper, and they tell you the connection needs to be snug, but do not over tighten. The torque value is 85 inch-pounds, not foot-pounds. 85 inch-pounds. And again, this is with the Baja Ron sway bar links. All right, let me get to tightening things up, and pretty much rinse and repeat for the other side. All right, I've installed the second one over here. And again, like I said, it was a rinse and repeat feature in order to make this video not so long. Just watch the first part and just rinse and repeat for the other side. The difference over here is that I actually did put the bolts in facing the round side on the outside and the pointy side towards the inside of the motorcycle. Before I did, I made sure that we're not going to hit this plastic thing right here. To me, it looks better, it flows better, and I have the name Baja Ron on the outside. I do like that they make it so if you don't want to show the name, you just turn the bar in link and just turn the other way if you didn't want the words. And full disclosure here, when I installed the first bar end link, I had actually installed it where I could not see the name, and that was not on purpose, because you know in the beginning of the video I said I did want to see the name, and so I had to go back through, and I hadn't tightened it all the way down yet, so that was some relief. So one thing you want to make sure if you're going to use that little straw hack is when you cut it, it needs to be the perfect size, perfect width to fit in here, which is the width of the spacers, the bar end link, and it needs to be able to fit in there. When you slide it in there, you can push that bolt through it and it'll just pop out on the back end side. And that was the trick. If it's too long, then it's gonna cause interference and get stuck, and it's a plastic straw, so it'll start turning up. So but once you get the right width, it's a breeze, especially for the other side. So I'm very pleased with the install. I'm gonna take it for a ride, and then I'll let you know the results, if I could tell a difference. All right, stay tuned. Hey, City Light here. Following up to the Can-Am Ryker bar end link install, I just wanted to let you know I've been riding to and from work for about 7 days, and it's been absolutely great. I can tell a difference even though I did not change out the sway bar. I still have the original stock sway bar, but changed to the Baja Ron bar end links, and I could immediately tell a difference. Now mind you, before I installed the Baja Ron bar end links, I did do a little test with, you know, moving the handlebars and just really getting a mental image of how and what I felt when I would move the wheel, and if it dipped in certain parts of the road that I was familiar with. And after I installed the bar end links, I could notice a big difference. It's hard to describe, but before I changed to the Baja Ron end links, it was almost like a squishy feel dip. It just felt a little uncomfortable. Nothing I couldn't handle, because I've been riding motorcycles for a long time, but it just felt different. I never felt like I was losing control before I changed up my bar end links, but since installing the new Baja Ron end links, I can tell it's like firmer, feel like it's more secure. Even when I purposely wiggle the steering wheel, I can tell it still is firm, and it's not that squishy feeling that I would feel before I changed them out. So for the price of them, I think it's worth changing out. Some people choose to do the bar end links and the sway bar at the same time. I didn't feel the need for myself, therefore I didn't do it, and I do not anticipate doing that in the future. I'm very comfortable on my Ryker and with the way it feels now, so I'm gonna keep those bar end links up there, and I think they look good too. I opted to go with silver instead of red. I wanted just to keep it kind of blended in with the colors that I do have on my motorcycle right now. But if you're looking for an inexpensive upgrade, I think the BajaRon End Links is something you could do. It wasn't hard at all, but you can install them and you should be able to tell a bit of difference. Okay, thank you so much for tuning into my video today. If you like what you see, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe. Thank you for tuning in today. Bye-bye.